So today we're here to talk about the human earthworm, Kenneth Copeland. The man that literally said people are basically demons, and that's why he needs a private jet. Let's see what this earthworm has to contribute.
Got in the plane that God so graciously gave us. We're flying home. As I was going home, the Lord, real quickly, he said, "Jesse, do you like your plane?" Now, you know, I thought that's an odd statement. He gave
It is odd. This is an odd flex.
Do you really like it? And I thought, well, yes, Lord. Then he said this, "So that's it?" I didn't know how to handle it, but I went, "What?" He said, "You're going to let your faith stagnate?" And when he said that, that shocked me. I went, whoa, wait. I literally unbuckled my seatbelt in my plane. I stood up.
What's he talking about?
My pilots looked right and said, "Do you need something?" But I said, no, I'm talking to God right now.
Whoa. Whoa. My man's killing it. He has private pilots. He has a private jet. He has a private conversation with God. How does that work? This is crazy. So God told them, yo, this is odd. How does that even go through his head that God is telling him these things? Like, yeah, this is odd. Flex your private jet. That's not odd. That's not an odd flex, you know.
And he went back to flying. I said, "Lord, I don't think I was letting my faith stagnate." He said, "So this is all I could ever do." I said, "You're trying to tell me something." He said, "Go to the book of Amos." So if you're at the book of Amos, I want to read the scripture.
May I interrupt you there for a second?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have done
this
that.
This is a human worm.
No, sir. No way.
Stand up and say, "What'd you say, Lord?" Okay, no, yeah. And the guy sitting over there saying, "What the hell does he think he's doing?" You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No. This is so important. And those of you that are just now coming into these things.
Coming into what things? Being rich, finessing people, using God to steal people's money, basically? What?
In the first place, Jesse and I and others, Keith Moore and Creflo and all of us, the world is in such a shape, we can't get there without this.
That's right.
We've got to have this. We would have, the mess that the airlines are in today, I would have to stop. I'm being very conservative. At least 75 to 80, more like 90% of what we're doing, because you can't get there from here.
Yo, what the f***? His justification is, the only thing that comes to mind for me is just finessing people for their money. I don't really think he's doing anything else with this money from other people, which is supposed to be for the church. He literally said that if they don't have their private jet, they can't make it anywhere. And it's not quicker for them to be able to do whatever it is that they're doing, which what they're doing is just basically stealing everybody's money. What the f***?
It's impossible.
So and this was such a good illustration. I just the Lord impressed me. That's why we're on that airplane. We can talk to God.
Glory to God.
It's
He basically said, we're just so high that these people right here, they just can't see us. Like, y'all broke people, y'all. We over here so freaking high that we were just basically next to God with our private jets all the way up in the sky. Y'all broke ass motherfuckers.
Now, Oral used to fly airlines,
right?
But even back there then, man, it got to the place where it was agitating his spirit.
Sure.
People coming up to him. He had become famous, and they wanting him to pray for him and all that. You can't manage that today.
Right.
This dope-filled world.
Right.
And get in a.
I love how they just mess up the image for other pastors. Like, they just gave an example about another pastor just goes and he just flies normal like everybody else does. Because not everybody has a freaking private jet. Like, what the hell? So they're basically just ruining the image from these pastors that are actually concerned about God and people and care about others, not just their fancy stuff and their $1 million homes and all that BS that this guy pretty sure has. Like, there's good people out here, and because of these scumbags, they just make everybody look bad for no goddamn reason. Like, they're just using and abusing what they have and supposedly preaching to God and for the people, which is all bullshit.
Long tube with a bunch of demons.
Right. That's exactly the
And it's deadly.
And he works on you hard. It really does.
So anyway, I wanted to make that clear so the devil can't lie to you and say, "See there, them preachers spending all that money, just fat cats riding around." No, we're not. We're in business to do. Listen, I could scratch my flying itch with my little single engine open cockpit airplane.
Right.
I
Oh, he's
come
just
home,
flexing on
fly
y'all.
down in that, scratch my flying. That doesn't have nothing to do with that. But
Right.
we're in soul business here.
Right.
We got a dying world around us, Jesse. We got a dying nation around us.
That's right.
This guy, he basically, oh my God, he just flexed on everybody again for the 3rd time or 5th time. I don't even know how many times he's flexed on y'all. He just flexed on y'all with the church money, told y'all that all of y'all are demons, and he don't got no time for no demons and to be in a demon freaking filled tunnel because he's all high and mighty. Yo, this guy is insane. I cannot believe this guy. Oh damn, I thought the only crazy ass piece of shit, human, worm, whatever, it's warm, it doesn't matter, was Joel Osteen. But this guy, I think he's worse, bro. Piece of shit. He literally thinks he's okay. He literally thinks what he does or is doing is fine. How does it get justified? That makes no sense.
And we can't even get there on there.
And you can't. Let me give you an example before I read the scripture. Like some people say, why do you need an airplane? It started out about a couple of weeks ago. I was in Fort Worth.
Oh, it was just a couple of weeks ago. You know, like, hey man, why do you need a plane? Talk to me, man. You're a pastor. You preach the word of God and all that good stuff. Why would you need a private jet? Out of all people, like you, why? I can't be waiting in line. I can't be freaking being around all these devils. Like, what do you think I am? I'm part of God's squad.
Can't stay here.
Yeah.
You gotta do this, or you're gonna do this.
He said this. You're on crew.
You gotta do this, so you can look at all the freaking ants in the freaking bottom and just flex on them. That's all you gotta do, man. There's no reason to be down here when you could use everybody else's money and just be up here.
Cruise control. You're moving, but no longer by your power. See?
That's what the DVD
He said, preach, bro. You killed that shit.
is about.
That's what that DVD is about.
Yeah,
He said you're moving, but no longer by your power. You see, you're just doing this.
Oh,
now watch
my
this
gosh.
scripture.